Hello and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Andrea and today I'm going to show you how to make a quick peach cobbler. So this is not like your typical cobbler where you have a crust where you've got to mix it up and roll it out. This one's just a kind of a dump and go kind of cobbler, so super quick and easy. You can use fresh peaches, which is what I'm doing, or you could use canned peaches. If you use the can, just drain the liquid off of it. So if you've got a little strainer, just dump the can into there. Probably about a 28-ounce can would probably work. This is 2 cups, so it doesn't have to be 100% on the money. So, all right, we're gonna get started here. So we're gonna need a 1/2 cup of sugar and a 1/2 cup of flour. And then we're going to need a teaspoon of baking powder. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. A pinch of salt. And then some nutmeg. So you're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. If you have the whole nutmeg, use that. It's wonderful. I'm not going to measure this out, so I'm just going to give it several swipes across the little grater here. But if you don't have the whole, just the jarred grated nutmeg will work, a 1/4 teaspoon. So let's just give this a little swish around here. And then we're going to add a 1/2 cup of whole milk. And this makes just a small batch. So if you wanted to make a bigger, like a 9x13 size pan, I would probably double or triple this recipe. But this is going to make just a small pan. We're going to use an 8x8 baking dish. So in this, I'm also going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. And then in your 8x8 pan, I just have a glass pan here that has some higher side walls here. It's 8x8. I just dot it with some butter. I just went on ahead and just kind of covered the bottom with some butter. Like a 1/2 tablespoon will be plenty. You're not looking to add a bunch of butter. So we're going to take our mixture here and just pour it into the pan. Just like so. And then we're going to take our 2 cups of peaches. I just sliced them. Just try to get them about the same thickness so they'll cook at about the same pace. So, and we're just going to kind of dump those in. Just kind of try to make it even there. Just like that. Now we're going to bake this in a 375-degree oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. So that should do it. So let's put this in and we'll see you back here in just a bit. All right, well, our peach cobbler is done. I have set it out for about, it sat here for probably 15-20 minutes just to kind of cool down so I can touch the pan now. You can tell that it did rise. So it was pretty thin down there, but it did rise. And then you can also see the peaches on the top. So we're just going to kind of scoop into this. Now you could serve this with a scoop of ice cream. It would be perfectly delicious. Just something nice on a summer evening. This actually baked for about 35 to 40 minutes. So you want it to be kind of golden on top. You don't want it to be sticky. So if you just kind of check in there, if it still looks a little doughy, just leave it in for another 5 minutes and it'll be fine. You just kind of have to gauge it. It's gonna depend a little bit on how much juice is in your peaches. These were fresh peaches, so they were a little bit juicy. Maybe not as much as if you had a can of peaches, even though you would drain the juice off. They may still have a lot of juice liquid inside them, so you might need to bake it just a little bit longer. But just check it and see where you're at. You could also make this recipe using berries. So you could use blackberries, blueberries, raspberries. Just omit the nutmeg and the cinnamon from that. But this is what you've got. So a little scoop of vanilla ice cream will make a wonderful evening snack on a hot summer day. I hope you enjoy.